Welcome to Catholic News World.
Welcome to Catholic News World. Please subscribe to our channel. My name is Steph. Here are this week's breaking news headlines.
A miracle of St. Nicholas occurred as religious sisters and about 80 children in Ukraine's city of Zaporizhia survived almost being killed in a deadly December 6 strike by Russia. This was as they were celebrating a liturgy honoring the feast of St. Nicholas. We were praying during the liturgy in our monastery. Basilian Sister Lucia Marashko told OSV News in messages on December 8th and 10th following the attack, which killed 10 and wounded more than 20. Sister Lucia said the Ukrainian Catholic liturgy, which took place the evening of December 6th in the Sisters' Monastery Chapel, took place in the dark due to scheduled power blackouts due to Russia's targeting of Ukraine's energy grid. 3 to 6 hours every day, they switch off the lights in the city at varying times, said Sister Lucia. Sister Lucia explained that the children were excited to honor St. Nicholas. In 2023, the feast was moved from the traditional December 19th to December 6th due to a move by the Ukrainian Greek Catholic Church and the Ukrainian Orthodox Church to the revised Julian calendar. We give them small presents, sweets, and fruits, and so on, she said. And the children were performing in a play about the life of St. Nicholas, a traditional play for children. In addition, the children prayed to St. Nicholas, said Sister Lucia. During the prayers, a sudden light appeared, said Sister Lucia. In the darkness, we saw it very brightly, she said. At first, we saw the light explode, and then after a few seconds, we heard the sound of the explosion. The blast was very close to us, she said. It was very hard because many people died, and people were burned in their cars because they were stopped at a light, said Sister Lucia. None of those in the monastery at the time were killed, but some of the victims were family friends of some of the children, she said. One of our young people, 2 of his father's friends were burned in their car at a red light, she said. The explosion happened on the next street. They were 27 years old. It is not easy even to tell these stories, she said. Again, people have died, she said. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on us.
Please subscribe to our channel.
A Satanic temple, based in Salem, Massachusetts, placed a statue near a nativity scene outside the State House, and the officials allowed the display to avoid litigation. However, the post-millennial reports that the statue, a goat-headed occult symbol which had yellow eyes, upside-down crosses, and a display of the Satanic temple's fundamental tenets, was destroyed. On December 9th, the statue was found completely destroyed, according to the police. Only the legs were left standing. The head had been removed, and everything else was scattered. Police are investigating who destroyed the statue, but they are not considering the act as a high crime. The Satanic Temple, founded in 2013, is an atheistic organization, as stated on its website. State Representative Ellen Reed had requested that the Satanic Temple display its statue near the nativity scene to symbolize our pluralistic society. She said that she is a longtime supporter of the Satanic Temple's belief and work. According to Boston.com, she signed up as a member online and she was present at the unveiling of the idol. There was nothing inherently offensive about the display. There were accusations that it meant to denigrate Christians, Reed stated, but there was nothing about it that was denigrating Christians. If you don't want to allow it for all religions, then you don't have to allow religious displays. Concord Mayor Byron Champlin criticized the display, and he said at a meeting on December 9th, after the statue was destroyed, that he would have preferred to oppose the Satanic Temple's permit. I oppose the permit because I believe the request was made not in the interest of promoting religious equity, but in order to drive an anti-religious political agenda, and because I don't respond well to legal extortion, threat of litigation, Champlin stated.
Please subscribe to our channel.
The Catholic Bishops of Quebec, Canada, published an open letter from Bishop Martin Laliberte on prayer in public spaces, which is being threatened by the government of the province. He writes, "Praying is not dangerous" on December 9th, 2024. The letter continues, The Catholic bishops of Quebec are deeply concerned about the erasure of people and communities of faith from Quebec's public space, as recently called for by several stakeholders. The idea of banning prayers outside places of worship, in particular, seems to us to miss the target of promoting peaceful coexistence in the territory of a secular state. Such a ban would be unenforceable. Public parks host all sorts of practices that require temporarily limiting access to a given area. Think of a game of ball or soccer. That some of these practices claim a more or less affirmed spiritual or religious dimension is just as legitimate. If this is prohibited, who will check, for example, the level of adherence of a person performing a sun salutation in a yoga class? Furthermore, a religious group may organize a public gathering for purposes other than prayer, such as raising funds for an organization that helps people in poverty, or enjoying a moment of shared relaxation. Should we then seek to ensure that no prayer is recited during a food drive or before a friendly meal? How can we identify a prayer, and above all, why would we seek to do so? Praying is not dangerous. It must be recognized that the practices targeted by such a proposed ban are not all public actions of believers, but those of minority religious groups that are perceived as different and, for this reason, threatening to Quebec identity. Let us remember that every identity is transformed and nourished by varied contributions. The Catholic religion, for example, has long been an integral part of Quebec identity. For their part, like Pope Francis, the Catholic bishops are of the opinion that sincere and benevolent interreligious dialogue is essential today to build a resilient society in these times of environmental and socioeconomic crises. The secularism of the state, an institution responsible for administering the laws and regulations necessary for social peace and providing essential services to the entire population for the common good and the protection of vulnerable persons, does not require the secularism of society. The latter is composed of individuals, families, and groups who freely associate with each other for various legitimate reasons and purposes. One of these is the collective expression of religious beliefs. The importance and legitimacy of this purpose are recognized by the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, 1948, in Article 18. Everyone has the right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. This right includes freedom to change his religion or belief, and freedom, alone or in community with others and in public or private, to manifest his religion or belief in teaching, practice, worship, and observance. The very existence of this article, as well as the provisions of the Quebec 1976 and Canadian 1982 Charters of Rights on Freedom of Conscience and Religion, also demonstrate the very real risk that authorities will attempt to confine associations for religious or spiritual purposes to the private sphere. In this area, the fundamental documents of contemporary living together remind us that it is essential to act with great caution in order to respect the rights and dignity of all persons. This letter was written by Bishop Martin and posted by the Bishops of Quebec, Canada.
Please subscribe to our channel.
Pope Francis, on the Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe, December 12th, presided at Holy Mass with about 4,000 people from around the world joined in St. Peter's Basilica. He called all people to listen to the voice of Mary in all moments of life. The feast honors when St. Juan Diego saw a vision of Mary in 1531 in Mexico. In his homily, the Pope said, "The cloak, the rose, the Indian, everything that is said about the mystery of Guadalupe, beyond this is a lie. It is an attempt to use it for ideologies. The mystery of Guadalupe is to venerate her and to hear in our ears, 'Am I not here, I who am your mother?' And this must be heard in all moments of life, the various difficult moments of life, the happy moments of life, the daily moments of life. Do not be afraid, am I not here, I who am your mother?" And this is the message of Guadalupe. The rest is ideologies. We leave with the image of the lady on the cloak of the Indian, and listening, as in a repetitive refrain, to the voice that tells us, "Do not be afraid. Am I not here, I who am your mother?" So be it.
Watch our program every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to Catholic News World's channel. God bless.